is up, team? Welcome back to the Red Storm Rapid Reaction Podcast. I'm Pat Kane here again. St. John's gets another win against Monmouth, 88 to 83, in a game that was much closer than it had to be. Was not wrapped up as smoothly as it should have been. Was not finished as quickly as it could have been. But hey, we're gonna keep saying it. A win is a win. All right, that's a good Monmouth team. They're playing like they thought they belonged on the court. To me, it was obvious that they did belong on the court. Take that how you want to believe it or how you want to feel, if that's good or bad. I thought that was a quality team. I think we should have won. I think we should have won easier than we did, but I'm not going to complain about a win. All right. We get a quad 2 win for whatever that means for the time being against a Monmouth team that had won 7 in a row. They had beat Cincinnati on their home court. They've got some high major transfers. We know all about Shavar Reynolds. That jackass. I mean, he's good, and I say that jokingly. All right, but he's killed us before, and tonight he killed us again. And that's one negative we can take from tonight is we let one guy once again get really hot and kill us. He had 25 points, which is a career high. No surprise it happens against us. He was 5 for 8 from 3, which means he didn't have a 3 in the second half. So that's one good thing you can take from it. Actually, as a team, Monmouth was 6 for 15 from 3 in the first half. They only went 3 for 10 in the second. So we did clamp up a little bit better in terms of perimeter defense, but still too many open looks from 3. We did slow down their high score. Pappas, he only had 11 points on 2 for 12 shooting, so you could get on the team for leaving Reynolds, but you also got to give some credit for shutting down Pappas. Another negative, we gave up way too many offensive rebounds, 15 in total tonight. Monmouth second chance opportunities. We're not good enough defensive team to give teams second and third opportunities. No team is really, but especially us right now. You give up those long threes and you give up more than one of those on a possession, those rule of averages tell you sooner or later they're going to start hitting them, on their backbreakers. What else I thought on the negative side? We missed a bunch of easy baskets inside, I thought it was a lack of focus, some chippies. It's going to happen from time to time. We've been relatively good shooting on 2-point percentage this year so far. Tonight was one of those nights they weren't falling, and it kind of snowballed from there. Soriano, I think, gets some confidence. Stanley, a little bit sloppier. Champagny was an off night for him inside. He's really been unbelievable in the paint. Tonight, not so much. Our guards, Wusu, Mathis, and Posh, they did really well finishing in the paint, but our big guys just didn't have it tonight inside the paint. And Monmouth was a good enough team to make us pay for it. Not unfortunately, but fortunately enough, we were able to get over the hump and still get the W. Looking at the box score, Julian had 16 points. He was 6 for 16, so an off night shooting. Still, he had a couple good stretches in the second half. Still don't think we use him nearly enough. Stands around too much for my liking. I'm not putting the blame on him or coach. I think they got to come together. Obviously, if it's a problem that lasts and it hurts us, the blame will go on coach before it goes on Julian. I think we got to be more creative with how he uses him. He's just such a weapon. You saw that backdoor play where we almost had that crazy finish on the dunk. Think about that's just one isolation on him with him on the wing. And you get Posh with the ball and you set him up a little jab and go, V-cut, and there's so much pressure for him to be guarded on the perimeter, the back door is wide open. And if you start using that with two-man game where he's coming off screens, then the slip's going to be wide open. whether it's a big guy slipping or whether he's slipping. But you got to be creative. You got such a weapon to utilize. Dylan Wusu, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, again, 2 turnovers. He's not a perfect player. He does take some bad shots. He does turn it over at some inopportune times, but he did have a huge basket tonight when we were up 2 with the ball late. He had that nice drive and a finish. Hit a free throw, did miss a couple, but a really good overall game from him. Posh, 21 points, 5 rebounds, only 1 assist, 2 steals. I mean, what a Posh play. That last play that he made off the missed free throw, where he was able to steal the ball and then tap it off the defender's thigh as he was falling out of bounds. I mean, it was just the prototypical, play you expect to see from Posh Alexander. And at a perfect time, sealed the game. I'm not surprised. That's just the type of player he is. 21 points, him stepping off the ball, and Wusu stepping into more of a playmaking position has opened up Posh to score more. And you can tell he's hunting some shots, which is good. I did think he took one shot in particular in the second half, a quick shot where he didn't look like he was really even into the shot. He took it off balance on the baseline. We were up 10, and when he missed that shot, it kind of snowballed into a bad stretch for in terms of Monmouth making up ground. And as one of our leaders, perhaps our biggest decision maker in terms of our leaders, he's got to be able to take better shots than that. And that's just one small thing that I thought stuck out to me. One decision they didn't make a good one on tonight, but overall, leading us to 21 points. Really, picking up scoring this year. I did not expect him to be scoring as much as he has been. It's been a pleasant surprise. He was over 2 from 3. This has been a little bit of a cold stretch from 3, but 7 for 8 from the free throw line. That is a great number, and he's getting to the line a bunch more this year. Mathis, my man, right? My man, Mathis Mathis. This guy has been so far unbelievable, and up until a couple mistakes late in this game, he was playing another fantastic one. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, a couple really nice passes. He had 1 turnover, 1 steal. He was 5 for 10 from the field, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line, and 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Played great, finished around the rim, played good defense, took good shots. He had 1 turnover late that was a bad decision. And that foul on the 3-point shot, which was a bad decision. But other than that, I thought he played fantastic. He's really been surprising me, exceeding my expectations, and I hope he can keep it up. Off the bench, it's that time of the year where you start losing some friends, and you got to start tightening up your circle a little bit. And fans have been getting on Coach Anderson for having too deep of a bench. And now it's pretty obvious he's starting to shorten that bench. So hopefully that makes you guys happy. Tonight, Wheeler or Coburn didn't get in. It was the law firm of Soriano, Stanley, and Smith for the most part. And Pinzone got some minutes as well in a nice basket. Smith had 13 points in 13 minutes off the bench. Stanley had 6 points and 2 rebounds. Soriano had 4 points and 6 rebounds. Pinzone had 2 points, 2 steals, and assist. He did get stripped for an easy layup in the second half. Let's start with Smith. I like that role for him. Instant offense. Don't worry too much about anything else. Make sure the shots you're getting are good shots, but hunt your shots a little bit. Get going on that offensive end. In your limited minutes, you should be looking to score. Play solid enough defense where you're not a liability. Look to score. 13 points in 13 minutes. You can't ask for more than that. 3 for 4 from 3. That's a really good sign. Get him trending in the right direction from deep. Soriano, 4 points, 6 rebounds. Listen, he did not play great. He played a stretch in the first half where Monmouth really went on a run. He was involved in a lot of that. Not good stuff either. He seemed like as the game went on, he was losing confidence, wasn't able to get the ball in his hands, wasn't able to get a good grasp on it. It was just an inch or two too far in whatever direction, and never really got comfortable out there. The one time he had a isolation in the post, he missed his hook shot. He did have 1 follow-up, hit a couple free throws, 6 rebounds in I think he played 16 minutes. Isn't awful, but he's also, not dominating on the boards by any means. So overall, not a great performance from Soriano. We got to change some things up defensively, or he's got to get much better. I doubt he's going to get much better defensively, but I think we could get a little bit more selective in our switches, in our aggressiveness, some zone looks, and let's be honest, we just gave 83 points. It's not like we're a defensive stalwart out there. So I think it's a combination of finding what fits best for him and him getting better at doing what we're asking him to. Stanley, on the other hand, I think as the season gets better, he'll be able to play any type of defensive style we ask him to play. up-tempo, half-court zone. Man, he's got really quick feet. He had 6 points, 2 rebounds. I just love the way he hustles. I love the way he battles. You can tell sometimes he's moving a little too fast for his own good inside the paint. But I think as he gets more comfortable, he's just going to be a great piece. And you can tell he kind of just fits into the mold. You're not really sure what position he's playing out there. He can switch, looks comfortable. He can post, looks comfortable. The free throws didn't look great tonight, but we'll see how that looks as it gets going. But a game where I think he took a positive step in the right direction, and I'm excited to see where he's off to next. And where St. John's is off to next is against Colgate. And, Colgate, they beat Syracuse earlier this year at Syracuse, so they're capable of beating us if they bring our A game and we slip up. So this is a step in the right direction, but by no means is this any type of defining moment to our season. We got to get better from this, clean up what we didn't do well, get better, improve the stuff we did do good tonight, and hopefully we'll be able to cruise to an easier win against Colgate and then finish off the out-of-conference slate with a win against Pittsburgh at the Garden. Can we get to the Garden finally? Christ, I mean, it is our home, is it not? Steve? Steve loves the Garden, okay? All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to the Red Storm Rapid Reaction Podcast. I'm Pat Kane. For Aaron Spears, this has been the Red Storm Rapid Reaction Podcast. Oh, and I just want to talk about how we really, really need to work on finishing off basketball games. All right, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention before going to bed how terrible we are at closing off basketball games. We clamp up. All right, no one seems to want the basketball. We make bad decisions. We don't know when it's time to look to score, when to run clock. We don't know who to get the ball to. We struggle to get the ball in bounds. Our timeout usage could be better. All right, so these close games in these out-of-conference games that we're hoping to be winning by more than a couple baskets, hopefully, if they did one thing, it's teaching us ways to finish off these close games. Because we've been lucky enough to still win and get by, but it's showing time and time again how much we struggle late in games when it gets close. All right, I just wanted to make that point. But I'm happy we fucking won. All right, to Colgate. Good night. Peace.